Hey everyone,
What's up, y'all?
Cinema Heads. Back at it again. Another week. Another Last of Us episode. Episode 2. I just gotta look, we'll just get right into it.
Jump on in there.
HBO Max. Last of Us 2, Sony Pictures, based off the video game. Last week I said it was boring. I really liked the first act, and the rest of it I was just like,
Wow.
didn't think it was very entertaining.
Okay.
Right? And you know, rightfully so. Everyone was like, oh, you just gotta wait. They gotta build the story, blah, blah, blah. Which, you're right, it makes sense. This episode, however, just brought me back. Brought me back in. And was like, you were wrong. You're an idiot. And you don't know what you're talking about, apparently.
Yeah, clearly.
Because this episode was great.
It
From
was
beginning all the way to the end. Like, I loved just the whole episode.
Mm-hmm.
The characters didn't bother me. The little girl didn't annoy me for some weird reason. Like, she didn't annoy me, like, at all. Like, annoy me as in, like, her acting. Like, trying to be annoying.
Dude.
So I just want to get that out off my chest. I was wrong the first week. My bad.
Even the changes that they implemented
Okay.
were good. I thought they were good changes.
Okay. Well, we'll get into that then.
Okay.
So let's start from the beginning. They did another flashback.
It's like a prequel to the infection spreading.
So it's the episode doesn't start off with Joel, and it starts off with it's a lady from, well, they're in Indonesia,
Yeah.
and they bring in this doctor. You don't know who these characters are. You don't know her name at first, right? And I'm guessing the Indonesia military finds this doctor, take her. She thinks she's in trouble. She's like, "Oh man, what did I do?
Mm-hmm.
Like, am I being arrested? Did I do something illegal?" Not really telling her why they took her.
Yep.
Right. Bring her to is it a hospital or is it like a?
It's like a lab. They bring it to like a hospital lab, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and so they have a dead body there, and they have her look at it, and she's just like, "What the heck? Like, what is this?" And then, what did they say was? What did she find on that girl's body? Was something sticking out of her mouth?
Well, no. She pulled it out of the mouth, but she was examining the body because she had gotten bit, and they were like, "Oh man, there's spores or whatever in the body," and she's like, "No, that's not possible."
Yeah, that's what it was.
And then she goes and she does the naked body examination, and she goes up to the mouth and she starts pulling off like the roots or whatever the spores do. But they pull it out of her mouth and she freaks out like, "Oh, let me out!"
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah, get me up out of here." So then they bring her to the room, and they're just like, "What should we do? Like, what are we gonna do? How do we fix this? Like, is there a cure?" And she's just like, "Nah, there's nothing."
She straight up says,
"There's nothing you could do."
"Bomb the city."
Yeah, she said, "Bomb the city and everyone in it."
Yeah.
Like, eliminate. She essentially eliminate us all. It's over. It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
If you wanna save humanity at all,
start bombing the cities.
So she's like, "Can you take me back to my family? Because I gotta say my goodbyes. It's over for us."
Mm-hmm.
Then the episode starts. Boom.
Cut back to Joel, Ellie, and Tess.
Yep. And so you watch first episode. They're taking.
They're trying to take Ellie to the Fireflies. I think it's their hideout or a meeting point.
Right. So they could get they're trying to get a car or engine.
They're trying to get a battery. They're just going to swap Ellie for a battery.
Right.
That's the main goal for now.
Right. So they take her to the spot. Damn, Sonic.
Jeez, let him fall.
Oh, man.
He's going to fall again.
Can't have him on the ground. So they get to the spot, and everyone that they were supposed to be meeting is dead.
Yep. All the Fireflies are dead. They find out that... Well, no, let's go. We got to go back a little bit because all the crazy stuff happens.
Oh, you're right.
So before any of this happens, they're trying to make their way to that spot. And this is when it gets really spicy because they go in to the city in one of the buildings, and what is it? They see the horde. They see the horde outside, and like,
chilling.
oh, like shit, we got to go a different route.
Yeah.
So then they wrap around, they go to a different route, and then they get inside the museum.
Yeah.
And that's when they find the clickers. And god damn, bro.
Just like the game.
They look so good. The practical effects team that worked on those, like the makeup and everything, oh my god. The acting and everything it was on par.
I agree 100%. The way they looked, the noise, like just everything about the scene, like it reminded me of the game. Mm-hmm. Like they made it look so good.
They did.
Like it didn't look like there was it? You think there was any CGI?
If there was, it was probably a little, because I think when they did the...
Because it looked real.
It did. I think they used like practical effects for like the makeup and everything.
Okay.
And if that's because I don't always watch the end where like, oh, this is what we did.
Yeah.
This. I saw a little bit of it. And I think I saw them making the clicker.
Oh,
mask.
I didn't see that either.
But if it was all practical, which I think it was, oh my god, man!
It came out so good, and that scene was like great. They're trying to get away. Joel was like fighting one, and man, it was just so good.
It was one of those like when you go to see a horror movie and the tension is so high, and you're just like, what the fuck is happening? And you forget to breathe. Yeah. It's like that. It was good, man.
It was good.
I'm telling you.
It was so good. So they like get away. Well, I think they killed one, right?
They killed both the clickers.
So there's two, yeah, then they killed them both.
Yeah.
And then they get to the spot.
Let's see. Yeah, they get to the spot where they're supposed to meet the Fireflies. Everybody's dead. Mm-hmm. Joel's like, what's going on? They go in there, and then they start investigating the bodies. Turns out one of the Fireflies got bit, didn't tell nobody, and then just started killing.
Yeah.
It killed everybody. But this is important to note. They were talking about how one of the roots or whatever to the spores, if something happens miles and miles away, infected from miles away are going to get that signal and then rush to that spot because it's all connected to a hive mind. So this leads into that part where they stumble on the body with the infected corpse, and does he step on it or something?
I think he steps on it.
And then I think that triggers the hive mind that they saw way back where, miles and miles away, and they start rushing towards him. And this is where they did a cool...
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was cool. Like, a very creative way how to switch it up. So, in the game, from what I can remember, a group of guys is trying to get to them. And that's when they find out Tess got bit, and she's like, "Go, I'll hold these guys off." Well, she ends up getting shot and killed by them. But in the show, it's the infected. The infected are rushing towards them. There's a crap ton.
Yeah.
So she's dropping grenades, spilling gasoline, and one of the was it a clicker that walked in there, or was it just like a regular looking infected?
I think it was a regular looking infected.
Joel takes Ellie. They dip out the back.
Yeah.
And all these infected coming in, and there's one that walks up, and he looks at Tess, and he's slowly walking towards her, and she's trying to light the lighter. She's freaking out, and then he gets up on her, and he opens his mouth, and it's so gross, man. But it was perfect. It was
gross. I was like, ew, because she just opens her mouth.
Yeah, she's like, oh, and then like the little spaghetti things come out of his mouth and into her mouth, and I wanted to puke, but it all made sense, and I thought that was a very good switch up that they did. But she ended up killing all the infected in that area. The lighter
and tossing it.
Blows everything up.
Yeah.
And then that's pretty much where the episode ends.
Yeah, which, like, after they fought off the two, they meet at a spa or whatever, and, like, she's essentially telling Joel that he needs to protect.
Yeah. Like, you need to do this.
Yeah.
We're the bad guys.
Like, who gives a shit about this girl now? Like, we're not babysitting no more. Like, we're not going to get what we want. It's over. Mm-hmm. Let's just go back. And she's just like, no, we have to, like, you have to, like, I think she thinks she's a cure, right?
Yeah.
Like, she's going to help. She's got to be able to help some way, somehow. And he's just like, why are you, like, so bent on protecting her, I guess, right? Mm-hmm. And then he finds out that she got what's her face?
Tess got bit.
Yeah.
And that's like her dying wish is like, see this through.
Yeah.
For me. And that's a big turning point in the game, because before he didn't want anything to do with Ellie. He wanted to kill her because he wasn't so sure she was the cure. He's heard blah blah. They always say this and whatnot.
Yeah.
But this is the turning point to when I think it's the pivotal moment where he's like, okay, I will see this through, and he starts to change a little bit.
Yeah, it was, dang, yeah, I was just like, man, this episode was just great from beginning to end. I really liked what they did in the first episode was like a flashback of something, the doctor and everything. That was great. And how, like, it leads into the episode and everything is just dope, man. Like, this was good. This was really good.
Told you. 10 out of 10 every episode.
Dude,
it was good, man.
It was good. I'll give it a 9.5.
You're so...
I'll give it a 9.5.
You just won't give it up.
9.5.
I'm telling you. I'm willing to bet, man, every episode is 10 out of 10.
You really think the first episode is 10 out of 10?
I do. Because, like I said last episode, you don't get from these Hollywood studios heart. They don't care, but in this situation, they do, man, and it's crazy.
Did Gabe and JP say it? I didn't read all the text messages. Did they say that?
I think they both really liked it.
It was. I mean, all of us liked it. I even liked it. I thought it was great. It was like perfect, almost perfect episode.
Wow, this like everything. It's gonna keep going up. We're going up on the roller coaster.
No, we are. I mean, it like definitely, like I said, it grabbed me again. It was just like, no, fool. This is going to be great. And it was just good, man.
Dude.
It was just so good.
Yeah.
Joel's great. I mean, every time it's Pedro, so everything he does to me is great.
Mm-hmm.
So every time he's on the screen, but...
It's gold.
Yeah, like I said, Ellie wasn't, like, really annoying to me. Like, and then I started, like, their dynamic. I was like, okay, it's good. Like...
Yeah, I mean, they had, like, the part where they were just sitting there together, and they were kind of having a conversation, but he's, like, being a hard ass. No, don't ask me no more questions about me. But... Man.
It was good, man. It was a good episode. If you haven't seen it yet, definitely watch this one.
Yeah, you guys need to get... If you don't have HBO or you haven't seen it, please do yourself a favor. Steal it off the internet or something, man. You need to watch this.
Yeah.
You need to watch... If you don't know what The Last of Us is or anything, or if you play the game and you're just like, nah, I'm not going to trust it, you need to trust it, and it's good.
Like I said, even if you've never played the game, like it's just a really good show so far.
Yeah.
So
for real, man.
We definitely recommend it. Can't wait till the next episode. Every Monday, right? It's Monday.
Every Monday.
It comes out Monday at like 7:00 here.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
But God.
And this one, so like this episode wasn't 120 minutes long.
No.
It's 52.
It was good, man.
Yeah.
52 minutes
like 52 minutes was a good
awesomeness.
Because I was like, oh man, another hour and 20 minutes would be kind of wild. I mean, it was just like 25 minutes away, but
yeah. And now that like we've seen where they stopped the episode, it makes sense that they're doing it like because mission.
Yeah.
Because the next big part is when they go meet the guy that owes Joe a favor to get a car.
The guy from Parks and Rec.
The guy from Parks and Rec, which I don't agree with, but we'll see.
He did. I don't know why, but he did look like
a bit goofy,
slightly out of place. But I mean, we'll see. We'll see what. But he did seem. I was just like, when I saw him, I was like,
I thought it was a commercial for another show. Like, if I'm being honest.
When they showed the preview for the third episode.
I was like, oh, that was a preview. What the
That's freaking funny. Yeah, I can't remember that guy's name from Parks and Rec.
Ron Swanson?
Is that his name?
I think so.
I mean, he's funny, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, but yeah, check it out.
For real. If you guys do so, go check out our other channel. It's a toy channel, Figure House Collectibles.
Yeah.
See all those figures back there. We review toys, stuff like that. And if you guys want to, subscribe to that channel. Subscribe to this channel.
Subscribe to this channel.
Leave a like.
Yes.
Comment down below what you thought about The Last of Us Episode 2. What do you guys think is going to happen in the next episode? Do you think guy from Parks and Rec is a good fit? We'll see.
Yeah, for you guys that like played the game and know what character he is.
Yeah.
If you think he's a good fit. Yep. But yeah, man. Cinema Head signing out.
We'll see you guys
on the next one.
Peace out.